Alright, what's up guys? So today we are taking a look at Tesla simply because, well, as far as I know, Tesla has launched some new kind of car and some other stuff going on, which means that we might actually see a rally in the market of Tesla. On top of that, we have kind of found support at the 200-day moving average. Um, let's check this quickly here. Now we formed here kind of a very nice straight support area, and if we take a look at the lowest points, the first one might have been the lowest, not quite sure, but we more or less stayed at the same levels, and we retested this area now once. Well, it depends if you want to take this one or this one, twice, 3 times, which is a pretty good sign that the support area here should be or could be holding the strength that it needs to form or to stay and keep this support area alive, which means technically if we continue this pattern, and because if we take a look at all the EMAs that are currently available, which means the 200, 150 and 20, they are all getting smaller and smaller, which means we don't have that much room, which means at some point we will have to see a breakout. Well, this could mean either we go higher or lower, but since for now the trend is still bullish, we should consider a bullish move, especially since we are pretty close to the support line, which means the down risk is much smaller than, well, it's much smaller than usual, which means we could have a pretty good trade with a small risk while having a big or kind of a bigger reward, which means here we have a 1 to 2 risk reward ratio. If we take the last the market close, the price of the market close on Friday, and if we adjust the spot line, we almost have 3.5 risk reward ratio, which, if you know how Tesla moves and what the predictions are for the future, is actually a kind of an entry that maybe happens once every couple of years, because we could reach the all-time or the previous highs of around 900, but in a couple of years we could go maybe to, I don't know, a couple of thousands, and the risk is here technically almost 600, not even $100, which means, and here we have formed this triangle. We retested the trend line once, and we will probably go here, retest it again, maybe then pull back and maybe then rally from there, or see a breakout here, and you could wait for a breakout and then kind of a pullback to the trend line to see if this area here will be acting as a support area, and on smaller time frames maybe, and then buy it from here. However, I would still blindly, really, like, for now, be a buyer here, even without an indicator, if we will break out and see a retest, because we might break out and then rally all the way up from here without coming back for a retest. At the same time, we might be already pulling back here from this area here, or like I said, retest the trend line and then pull back. But either way, if you buy at the current level, at the current levels, because we are trading above or at the, let's call this the, what would be maybe the second of, if we take this support area away, this would be the first support line, and we are trading at this one, which means we have pretty high chances to go higher from here. On top of that, if we look at the MACD has been under the zero lines, but this is one of the great options and opportunity to be a buyer if you see the MACD coming from under zero to the upside, because this would potentially mean a very bullish and big trend. And if we, where is my X? Here it is. Well, the RSI and the stochastic are pretty much in the middle, so not that much to tell here. But if we take a look at the RSI, or then where is the stochastic? Here we kind of formed here a bearish move, while here forming a bullish move, which is considered to be a bullish divergence. And if we take a look on the weekly chart, we can see the same kind of thing here, a bearish pattern on the RSI as well as the stochastics, and here the stochastics are pretty low with trends to the upside, and the RSI might see a bigger move here as well. And we have been consistently trading above the 50 weekly EMA, which means we are still very much on this bullish move. At the same time, if we draw this line here, trend line, we can see that we have been here pretty much on this bullish move. Well, we could draw it like this maybe, then we could say we have fallen out of it a little bit. So it really depends how you draw it. But if we were to take this line here, we are perfectly alongside the trend line here, and this would be second touch, which is also one of the best entries for a bigger rally, which means pretty much it doesn't matter how you look at it. This is one of the greatest buying opportunities maybe in the next couple of months. So this would be my trade for the coming week. Can I make this a little bit bigger? Probably not. Or can I? I don't know. Yes, actually I can. I want it this way, but let's just change it really quickly. So here is the trade for Tesla.